I lost my job today because of Trump. And listen, I know that firing people is his favorite thing to do. And that's what we love in a leader. Somebody who takes glee in firing people. That's somebody with integrity. I know you just got laid off. I have something. It's just a couple of hours a week, but we're looking to get someone that can help us with this program. We're getting women into trade jobs, and we just need them to be able to get the training and support that they need. We want to make sure the leaders. And the Department of Labor said today that I had to stop working. I know that I'm going to have people in my comments that are thrilled that somebody like me who helps people with disabilities, who helps veterans, who helps pregnant women, who helps parents, who helps Black, Indigenous, and other people of color, I know that they are so gleeful that people like me get fired for helping others. I know that that makes their day. But that's what it is. And I'm so proud of the work that I've done. I am so proud of the legacy that I built with helping people that need that support and making sure that workplaces are the kind of places where they can get the support that they deserve and they need. And to see everything I worked for get ripped away is hard. Now, I know DEI has always evolved, and I talk about this all the time. I will figure out a path forward for myself, but I am so infuriated, and I hope the price of eggs is worth it to you people.
I want to bring back Julia Ainsley. We were waiting to hear from the judge on the request on Trump's birthright citizenship order. Do we have a decision?
We do. A quick decision, Chris. The judge just issued a temporary restraining order, putting a nationwide block, at least temporarily, on Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship for children who are born to mothers who are in the United States, either unlawfully or temporarily. This was quick. I'm told by our producers in the room, Daniel Barnes, said that the judge said out loud, I have signed the TRO, the temporary restraining order, just as soon as the lawyers from both sides stopped talking. It was a quick decision. But what this means, Chris, is that this is surely going to end up at the Supreme Court. We can expect an appeal from the Trump administration. We can expect that they will continue to fight this legal battle all the way to the Supreme Court. What today's arguments did is they gave us a window into how the Trump administration is going to argue. Most of their arguments centered around the fact that they didn't want a nationwide ban and that they thought that the judge was out of his authority to do a ban to enjoin the president. There wasn't much about why this order in itself was constitutional. And as we pointed out earlier, the judge said over 4 decades on the bench, this judge is 85 years old, and that he had never seen anything as blatantly unconstitutional as this executive order, Chris.
Donald Trump has been promising these pardons ever since he announced his candidacy from Waco, Texas. For those of you who don't know or remember, that was the scene of a violent confrontation between members of American extremist groups and law enforcement, in which law enforcement officers were killed. And Donald Trump saw that as a fitting place to announce his candidacy. So I fully expected this to happen, and the American people voted for it. And let's talk about the individuals that were pardoned. Daniel Rodriguez, sentenced to more than 12 years in prison after he pled guilty and admitted to using a taser device, applying it to the base of my skull numerous times while I was being restrained in a crowd and assaulted. Albuquerque Cosper Head from Tennessee placed me in a headlock, pled guilty. This is the rioter that, if you watch my body-worn camera footage, yelled out, "I've got one," as he dragged me out into the crowd. Thomas Sibick, who, while I was restrained and being assaulted, ripped my badge and my radio from my police vest. Kyle Young, who, again, while I was being restrained and assaulted, tried to remove my firearm from its holster as he violently assaulted me. These individuals pled guilty. They admitted that they assaulted a uniformed law enforcement officer who was simply doing his job. And Donald Trump chose to pardon these violent criminals. They are all out on the street today. Because of Donald Trump's actions, my family is less safe. We have suffered threats and acts of violence almost immediately after my congressional testimony in the Select Committee hearing. In fact, I didn't even make it through my testimony before I received the first threatening phone call. My mother has been the victim of swatting incidents. She has had bricks thrown at her home in the middle of the night. And recently, while she was raking the leaves in her front yard, she had an individual pull up in a truck and throw a bag of shit on her. This is the type of conduct and behavior that we've experienced for 4 years.
All of what you just laid out is disgusting. And of course, the crime for which you're receiving all of this is for defending the United States Capitol during an assault, during a riot, for doing your job as a police officer. Many of these people who love to talk about and have bumper stickers on their cars about backing the blue attacked you. And I don't want to walk you through the worst day of your life. I assume it was. But you went into cardiac arrest. You've talked openly about thinking about your kids, assuming that it was over, that this was the end. How close did you think that day you were to dying, Michael?
I certainly thought that was the inevitable outcome. But I'll be honest with you, January 6, 2021 was not the worst day of my life. Maybe on January 6, 2021, I thought it was. But these past 4 years, the threshold for the worst day of my life has changed dramatically. Having your mother call you and tell you that someone pulled up in a pickup truck and threw shit on her, and knowing that it was because of the things that I've said and my conduct on January 6th in simply doing my job was probably one of the most painful calls that I've ever received in my life. Again, because of these pardons, my family is threatened and my family is less safe.
So going forward now, as you said, the people who attacked you that day are out. They're free. Many of them, everybody's out at this point. What do you anticipate the next days, weeks, months to look like for you and your family?
I fully expect to experience violence at the hands of some of these individuals, whether it's the ones that directly assaulted me or others who see me as a spokesperson for accountability for January 6th. I certainly feel as though I have a target on my back, and I have a target, there's a target on the back of my family members, and not just from these violent criminals, but from the government itself, from Donald Trump's government.
It's time for the trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the trucker John live stream is the best thing you've ever seen. It's time for the trucker John live stream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah. The trucker John live stream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John live stream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit. Hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Oh yeah, it's the trucker John live stream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me. A little bit of a glitch here. A little bit of a glitch going on. But if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. If you can hear me. I was just finishing up my lunch. I went to Raising Cane's. All right. You guys can hear me? All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. If there's any first timers in here, you're probably like, what the fuck? And if you're not a first timer, you're like, yeah, that's pretty typical. All right, guys. So welcome to the House Parks pre-show hangout. We're finally started here, 3:15 p.m. Pacific time zone. We're looking at a temperature of 56 degrees. Yeah, that's the high for the day. There's probably a lot of you in the chat going, geez, I wish it was 30 degrees. Anyhow, thank you for being here. Yeah, the shit show has begun. Who the hell does Donald Trump think he fucking is, right? The balls on this guy. Well, he thinks he can just undo the Constitution? He just, yeah, we're going to get rid of birthright citizenship. Fuck you, it's in the Constitution, you stupid motherfucker. It's sickening. It really is sickening. I just was watching Nicole Sandler, and she ended the show crying, and I think she sort of epitomizes how we all feel. We all feel like crying. It's a crying shame what's going on. It is a crying shame what Donald Trump is doing to this country. We're seeing, and like she said, it's only day 4, and here we are. Here we are. This is a crisis. Releasing fucking his brown shirts, releasing people that they took up arms against this country. Don't be fooled. They had arms. And who are the people saying they didn't see this? I guess it was Nicole was also saying how there were. She was mentioning, the guy from the Daily Show, whatever, who asked people stuff, and he was just asking if they are showing them images of January 6th, and they're like, "I never saw this before." What the fuck? What fucking rock did you? I was in a fucking truck on the road. I don't remember where I was at. I know I was out on the road in a truck, and I knew what was going on January 6th, 2021. I saw the images. I have a fucking this very iPad that I'm looking at right now is what I had in the truck with me, and this phone. And I was able to see all the images that were going on at the Capitol building on January 6th. Me, truck driver, out in the middle of nowhere. And these motherfuckers, I think they were in New York. He was asking them, showing them pictures of January 6th, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know." Come on, people. That's why we are where we are. That's why we are where we are today. With a convicted rapist, convicted felon in the White House. Is because people have their heads up their asses. Get your fucking head out of your ass, people. American people. Pull your heads out of your asses. That's why we have a Donald Trump in the White House. Because you got your heads up your asses. Now I know you guys in the chat, probably not talking to you guys because the type of people that come into this chat, you don't have your heads up your asses. You know what's going on. But it's so frustrating to see all these ignoramuses in America. And I'm not, hey, look, I'm no genius. Okay? I'm sitting here talking with my mouth full. I'm no genius. But at least I don't have my head up my ass. At least I know what happened on January 6th. I saw it. And I was in a truck out on the road, and I still saw it. All right. I'm coming in hot. Let me say hi to the chat. We got Mad Mac first in and last out. Oh, Mad Mac. Slava Ukraini to you, Mad Mac. Thank you for being here. Rosie Blues here. Rosie wants everyone to know that her nickname, or their nickname, started from my handle at age 11. Wow. Aaron's here. Hello, Aaron. Thanks for being here and helping out with the modding. Alvin Stu. Good to see Alvin. Nick Rich. Like number 5. Hey, we're at 69 watch and 56 thumbs up. Let's see, can we get to 100 thumbs ups again, like we did on an early show this morning? For those of you that don't know, I was on this morning, and we had over 100 thumbs ups. So maybe we can do that again today. That would be awesome. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Roxanne Armfield's here. Good to see Roxanne. Thanks for being here. Rose Blue, the sound is in or not. Yeah, that was the glitch I was talking about. I think, hopefully I fixed it. Hopefully it's going good now. Indivisible Riley's here. Trump is the ultimate DEI hire ever. We got James Jaramillo here. Ginger's mom. Hello, Ginger's mom. Tamara Price. Good to see you. Let me skip on down here. Chris Doug. Hello, Chris Doug. Good to see Chris Doug, as always. Carrie C. Hello, Carrie C. The Soul Craft. Oh, yeah, the Soul Craft. I always do that. I tried to troll Joe Rogan by asking, why don't you have Fanon to debunk all the BS theories? Were you actually able to communicate that to Rogan? Because I would be interested to know Rogan's response. Tom Bias is here. Woo, TG, thank y'all. Well, thank you for being here, Tom Bias. Hope your truck gets fixed soon. Mad Max says he told CNN. I think we're talking about Fanon. He told CNN Live that Stuart Rose can go fuck himself. Yeah, and the host just about had a heart attack. Yeah, I saw that clip, and I second that emotion. Yeah, Stewie Rhodes, you can go fuck yourself. These motherfuckers. What the fuck, man? You're not patriots. You're not lovers of democracy. You're lovers of fucking tyranny is what you are. You're fucking racist. You're white nationalist racist pieces of shit is what you are. Talking about Rhodes and all those Oath Keeper motherfuckers. I always feel like I have to explain myself because I don't want people in the chat think I'm talking to you guys because I know you guys are patriots for the most part. Occasional troll will come in, and that's fine. We welcome trolls here, it helps the algorithm. But we don't tolerate like hate speech and stuff like that. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is here. Good to see you. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Thanks for being here. Josh is here. Hey, Josh. Hello, Josh. And look at there, Tamra Price. Look at there. I just now scrolling up to the $5 super chat. Thank you, Tamra. Yippee! You get a yippee. To old Tamra Price there. Thank you so much. Chris Martin, 19 here. Adirondacks. Hello, Chris Martin. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate you for coming on in, checking us out. I don't think I've seen you before, so welcome, Chris Martin. Yakety Smack, don't talk back is here. Hello, Yakety Smack. Tom Bias says it's 33 in West Virginia, 33 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. Of course it's Fahrenheit. El Stinko Farce says it's 29. Excuse me. And dropping in Massachusetts. Wow, the Tamara Price has done 10th super on a live stream. So look at there, Tamara. You go. This is their 10th one. Tim Farrell's here. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Thanks for jumping on in. Let's see who else we got here. Toodles Oops is here. It says, pray for the family members of the J6 idiots. They are in hiding. Yeah. It's pretty sad, right? It's pretty sad what these motherfuckers are doing to them, Chris Doug says Trump believes he has a dictatorial mandate. He was sworn in and is now supreme leader. Fapo. Y'all just saw what the Syrians did to Assad, right? They chased his ass out. And if they could have got a hold of him. So I'm just saying, Trump better watch out. Because there's going to be a breaking point. There's going to come a breaking point. There is. Where the shit will hit the fan. If he keeps up with this. We're going to have a breaking point. We fought the Brits for our independence. We had a civil war to get rid of slavery. I mean, we're not going to. There's going to be a breaking point with Trump. Josh says J6 was the closest thing I've ever seen to a zombie apocalypse. I don't know about that. I think COVID was the closest thing to a zombie apocalypse. I mean, at some point, when it first started happening and all the streets were empty, like when Las Vegas Strip was shut down. I mean, it was dark and there was not barely a soul out there. That was like a zombie apocalypse. Apocalypse to me, you know. Yakini Smack says that, and half the U.S. are bootlicking misogynistic racists. Yep. Individual Riley, even though I know what's going on, I have my head up ass half the time I'm awake. Oh, I don't think you do. I don't think you have your head up your ass. Mad Max says they marched German people through Nazi concentration camps because they claim the camps are helpful for Jewish people. They pretended just like GOP maggots, and they should be made to watch again. Chris Doug says January 6th was nothing less than a national embarrassment and constitutional abomination. Disgraceful. Robert Perez is here. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Robert says, Johnny, I don't care what you are as long as you don't vote red Republican. I don't vote purple Republican. I don't vote hazel Republican. I've never voted for a Republican in my life. And I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. Tom Bias says we let Fox? Oh, Fox News. Okay. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Tell us what the Democratic Party was and didn't listen to any other news outlets because the maggot mantra was fake news. Dark at Shabdu says Kegsketh is a DOI hire. Yeah, yeah. Hex, what's his face? His real name? Josh says, TJ, timing was perfect. I got off the phone right as he started. Oh, there you go. That worked out good. That worked out well, I guess. Right? Hey, we got 99 watching and only 83 thumbs ups. Come on, 17 more to 100. You guys can do it. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Get us to 100. Joseph Whitty's here. Joseph says, hey, TJ or T John. Hey, everybody. Well, hey, back at you. All right. Hey, right back at you. Hey, we're just hanging out. We got about 31 minutes, I guess, until Hal's going to be coming on. We're just hanging out for the old hangout time. Just getting you warmed up. I hope I got you warmed up a little bit. You don't want to go into Hal Sparks cold. You don't want to go in cold. No way. This way, we get warmed up. We're loose. Got to loosen up the old joints. McJet's here. Hey, McJet says, I was just watching Bernie the GOAT. Bernie, I love Bernie. I do love me some Bernie. Non-useful's here. Non-useful says, maggots have always been racist, fascist. Whites only is their motto. Sad those shitbags still exist. Tom Bias says, TJ, I did get my truck back. Oh, cool. I paid my utilities and bought groceries. I'm going to go to a Chinese buffet for dinner after this live stream. Well, you can a little celebrating that you got your truck back. Yeah, enjoy that Chinese buffet. I hope it's a good one. Rose Blue says, fact, one-eyed Stewie Rhodes dropped his gun while, teaching gun safety course and shot his eye out. Yeah. Yeah, that's some gun safety there for you. Chris Doug says, welcome new loungers. There's always room at the table in the Truckers Lounge because it's virtual. Thanks, everybody, for being here. You guys are awesome. We got 100 watching, 91 thumbs ups. We're almost to 100. 9 more. We get to 100 thumbs ups. Chris Doug says, Rhodes must be dumb as a brick to shoot himself in the eye. Clearly, he failed in the safety course. Well, he was leading the safety course. He failed his own safety course, I think. I think I would have to give him an F for the day. If you're teaching the safety course and then you shoot yourself in the eye, yeah, fail. I'm giving you a fail. Stewie, you have failed. Marsha, Truckers Around Drivers, hello, saying hi. Hello, Marsha. Hope you're feeling better. I know you're feeling bad this morning. Hope you're feeling better now. Dark Shabdoobadoo, is this the same time? Is this the same Trucker John from Tony Michael's Discord and Pod? No, I don't believe so. I have nothing against Tony Michaels, but I am not in Tony Michael's Discord or his pod, whatever that is. I don't know. Podcast? Oh, podcast. No, not the same Trucker John. Apparently, unless someone is like copying me and cloning me or something, and let's see. Oh darn, Marcia says this migraine is still going. So yeah, those migraines are can last for so long. I just hope you can just rest, close your eyes, try to get through it. Soulcraft, Trump is so damn lucky he'll probably live to 100. I know, we keep going like any day now, and that's the ones that live for fucking ever, Twiddlezoop says, was so wonderful when Assad ran in his tunnel system to Russia. Kind of think Putin is not treating him kindly. All right. According to Nick Rich, I'm about 3 minutes behind you. I'm catching up to you guys. Steven Sayer says, with Trump's diet, I bet on a massive stroke inside of 4 years. Takers? Oh, I bet you. I haven't seen it, but if Vegas is, I don't know if Vegas is allowed to do, a betting line on like a death pool. I don't know if they could actually do that, but I'm sure there's some death pools or something somewhere. They have the over under on how many years he has left. But like I said, an asshole like that, just for spite, is gonna live for fucking 100 years, or to be 100, whatever. Toodaloop says, Yakety Smack, darn, he survived. Oh, well, the universe has wonderful ways to take care of horrors such as Assad. Sarah Nelson says, by the way, hi, Sarah, if I didn't say hi. McJet, she is very depressed and put on a lot of weight and hardly ever goes out. I'm mid-thread, guys, on that one. Mad Max says, Bernie's response to fascist inauguration was bloody great. I love that bloke. Me too. Soulcraft says, if a chat has 1,000 or more, my eyeballs hurt. No, there's no chance of there's no chance of that happening here. Of the eyeball thing. Hey, look at there. We got over 100. Thank you guys so much. We got 112 watching, 104 thumbs up. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for those thumbs ups. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, the shares. Think we had a super sticker, and all that. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting the show. I do appreciate it. Tawana 106. Yeah, the smooth sounds of Tawana 106 coming right at you. Tawana 106 says, I don't mind MAGA. I'll just return the favor. Deal with it, motherfuckers. Tawana 106, you crack me up. Because you just snuck that motherfucker in, you know. I wasn't really expecting that. Out of dear sweet Tawana 106. Well, yeah. 12B10 Demo Man? Demo Man? Let's see what I'm just reading these. I usually don't like pre-read it. I'm just going to see what comes out here. It says, within the next 2 years, watch Trump succumb to dementia. Okay. The signs are starting to show. Notice like he is lost when someone is speaking at his gatherings. His brain is starting to malfunction. I agree. 12B10 Demo Man. I agree. He's definitely losing it. I mean, he's been on a pretty hard slide all through this campaign, and especially the last few months of it. But every time you see him, he looks a little haggard and out of it and out of sorts. Yeah, no doubt about that. Diane Capabianco is here. Hey, Diane, good to see you. Says Trump's dad lived to his 90s, mom to her 80s. He'll kill millions more Americans before he dies. But his brother died relatively young. So you can't go by that, you know, about the parents and how long they live. Because, you know, like I said, Trump's brother died, I think, what was he, in his 50s or 60s or whatever? I mean, you know. So you just never know. You never know. Carol Lana's here. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Except, the good die young. My Marine hubby. Oh, yeah. The evil get away with it and live for fucking ever. It seems that way sometimes. You know, it really does. Diane Capabianco says he embarrassed the U.S. today at a world conference. Yeah, is he in Davos? He did his word salad nonsense during it, and yet President Biden got harassed because he stuttered once in a blue moon. Yeah, I know. I know. We've talked about the double standards over and over and over again, and it's frustrating. It is frustrating, the double standard. And it's one thing if Fox News does it, but then, you know, it seems like they all do it, you know? All of the media is complicit in this. Even the so-called, you know, I don't know about MSNBC so much, but even like the so-called, you know, like ABC, NBC, CBS, they're supposed to be, you know, they're supposed to be non-biased. But, you know, that's bullshit, right? Rose Blue says both parents pass from dementia, Alzheimer's. It's hereditary. Well, that I agree with. The hereditary of like Alzheimer's being hereditary. But as far as how long he lives, who knows? And you know, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not counting on that. I'm doing this one day at a time. I'm living one day at a time right now. You know what I mean? I think that's all we can do is one day at a time. MJ Daniel says, you know, the Nazi Heritage Foundation would love for DJT to drop dead so they can have their obedient president couch sniffer. I know, it's like you go from Trump to Vance. I mean, do we really want Vance? Although, you know, Hal has kind of alluded to this, or even more than alluded to it, that if Vance becomes president, then that he's not going to be Vance will not be effective because no one's really standing behind Vance like they do Trump. The reason that the Republicans kowtow to him is because he has this fucking maggot cult, which basically is the J6ers. They're all part of that cult. They're willing to be violent against other people, including anyone that Trump sixth them onto. Once Trump is gone, Vance doesn't have any of that. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Diane says Trump is sundowning. I think so. Chris said the first major challenge and Trump will collapse. I don't see I don't see how he can get these things through, but when you have the Supreme Court in your corner, you can get a lot. Aaron West says his brother was alcoholic. Yeah, so the alcoholism, that definitely shortened his life, probably, right? If he hadn't been an alcoholic, maybe he would have lived to 80 or 90 also, I guess. So I guess that rips a hole in my whatever I was trying to say earlier. Karen says his brother committed suicide. Okay, well, maybe he committed suicide because he was an alcoholic who was dying of liver disease or something. I don't know. It's a whole thing. McJet says MTG is telling her god awful base. Democrats are plotting to kill them. She is sending dangerous messages to to maggots. MTG is horrible person. She is so fucking horrible. Oh my God. Major Ojeda, another show that you guys should be watching. The other day was saying how she is so horrible, and and I agree with him when he says there's got to be someone in her district, even if it's a Republican, that would be better than her. Even we've tried to run a pretty good Democrat against her for the last 2 elections. Can't remember his name. He's the black guy, and I think he's got military. You guys can help me in the chat. The guy who ran against her. Can't remember his name right now, but for everything that I saw of him, he seemed like a hell of a guy. Would have been a great, House representative. They couldn't get him elected. They couldn't. So the only way to get her out is to primary her ass, and that means a Republican. So they're gonna have to primary that bitch. Do it. Whatever district MTG is in, come on, you guys. You guys can do better than that. Come on, man. She's horrible. She's a fucking horrible human being. Just like her and Boebert, whatever. They're horrible people. It's one thing to vote Republicans, and I think most Republicans are pretty bad. But MTG and Boebert, they go into a whole other category. You know what I mean? Of just being just vile people. People. I like to say people. Vile people. That's people. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Look at there, guys. 118 thumbs up. So you guys are awesome. Keep those thumbs up coming. I keep them coming. Tom Bias says the lesser of two evils is Vance. Yeah, I would agree. Pat Lugwood, they just arrested J6 Puke already. Yeah, the guy went out, got out of prison or whatever, and I guess he went out and got a bunch of guns. and they said, "You are a convicted felon, and you're a two." Even before this one, he was already had a felony, and they're like, "No, no." They're like, "No, no." So yeah, I hope that counts as a third strike, and I hope they lock that motherfucker up for like at least 20 years or something. Then what if Trump just goes around? I'm going to pardon you again. I mean, could you? I wouldn't put it past him, right? Richard Phillips says Trump looks like shit. Hey, look, I don't like saying that because I know I'm no Brad Pitt, but I kind of make the exception with Trump because Trump is the one going around thinking that he thinks that he's fucking God's gift to humanity. He goes around thinking that acting like he's an Adonis, and then he puts down other people's looks all the time. So that's really the only reason I allow that in the chat, or if I allow it myself to say it, is to put down Trump's looks, is because we're just throwing a little bit of that back at him, and he deserves it. But I'm not going to make fun of I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Oh, Diane says, what did Trump's sister die of? She died a year or so ago. Oh, yeah, I forget. But, yeah, and she was probably just, like, in her... I don't know, was she older or younger than Trump? But, anyhow. Mad Mac, Ojeda rules. I like Ojeda. I like him. I'm usually checking him out. 5:30 Pacific time zone. So I guess he's 8:30 on the East Coast. Karen Castelli's here, says Diane Capobianco, probably old age. The sister, I don't think it was just like old age. I think it was something, because she wasn't that old. I mean, in her 70s, probably. I don't know. Yakety Smack, Major Ojeda is a great guy. He is. He's a great guy, and he's a hero, and he's a true patriot right there. Now that's a patriot. If you ever wondered what a patriot, go check out Major Ojeda. That's a patriot. Not this Stewie fucking Rhodes and these assholes. Just so you know. In case you ever had any doubt. Chris Doug says the Major is an American hero. Trump is a draft dodging traitor. Yeah. 12B10 Demo Man, Major Ojeda, fellow sapper. Hooah! I don't know if I said that right, but I gave it a shot. McJet says North Carolina is throwing out real votes to keep a Democrat out. Treason. Yeah. They have no shame, do they? They'll just they'll do that shit, These fucking Republicans. Chris Doug says MTG district has a lot of people wearing white sheets and hoods. Yeah. I mean, her district is... See, that's what happens when you have a district like that. You get an MTG or you get a Boebert, And Karen Castelli reminds us that Boebert had offered to give tours of the Capitol to any J6 felons. Oh, okay, that's current. I was thinking back, like during January 6th, 2021, was it Boebert or someone that didn't they lead tours like right before the insurrection to let them get the lay of the land there? Toodaloo, CJ, you're fabulous. Thank you so much. You are real. Idiot Orange is fake. Thank you. Hey, there's Joy Eldred. He does Trucker John total shit. Yeah, he looks like shit. Yeah, I agree. I'm not disputing that. Let's see. The Soulcraft says Jacob Chansley Oh, the Q shaman. That's right. That was right. It was the shaman dude. Was on BBC bragging he was going to buy guns too. Says because he's harassed. Oh, poor little weird horn dude. McJet. Ugly comes from hatred. Mad Max says that the orange turd bought a Glock model with his face and 45 on it, even though he's a 34 count felon. Laughing out loud, I did a review on that gun saying Trump's favorite gun to use on his rapes. Wow. Tom Bias says Pab looks closer to death than you do, TJ. Well, thank you. Okay, thank you. Anthony Ruminiak, Melania's eyes told the whole story in that church. Are we sure that was Melania? Was that one of the doubles? I don't know. I'm not sure. She had the hat down, so I don't know. Just one of my theories. Carol says she thinks the sister was older. Richard Phillips, he should have won his district. Diane says Trump can't pardon state charges. Right, but if he's on another gun charge or something, I don't know. That might be federal. I don't know, but who knows? I'm just I'm just winging it here, folks. I'm winging it. Big Jess says Trump's sister was 86. Oh wow, okay, well. Non-useful says for a limited time offer, only real Trump fries fried and Trump lard. Want to taste him? No thanks. Dan Hefner says MTG and Bovert, but don't forget the evil Nancy Mace. There's a lot to choose from over in the Republican caucus. For as far as evil, and there's no shortage of the evil, vile pieces of shit over there in the Republican caucus. I feel like Trump, like I just discovered a new word. They call it groceries. Have you guys heard of these grocery things? Yeah, they're calling them groceries. And I'm not going to be able to do anything about the high prices of them. But there are these things called groceries. And apparently that's like food in a store. Apparently. Have you heard of them? It's all the new rage, all the kids. They're calling them groceries. Yeah, have you heard that? But they're not coming down, folks. I thought I could do it, but yeah. And scene. That was my little take on Trump. Where else are you going to get a Trump impersonation like that? Nowhere. Paula says that Trucker John Marianne. Okay, Trump died in 2023. She was 86. Thank you very much. All right. Hey, before we go, look, we've got a special guest appearance straight out of the milk bath. Yeah, that's right. I feel all nice and soft. Oh, yeah, look at me. I'm all refreshed. I was in my milk bath. Yeah, that's right. I'm feeling good and I'm feeling revitalized. Sometimes you just got to have a little me time, I've been in the milk bath for 8 hours. Look at me. Yeah, I'm feeling all the just soft and gooey. So I thought I'd get out of the bath, come and say hi. Haven't said hi in a while. Special shout out to Nick Rich, 56. Yeah, I see you. I see you in there, buddy. In there, or you were. You might not be there now, but yeah, I just want to say a quick hi before we go over and raid the House Sparks show. So, hello. I got to go dry off. I didn't even dry off. I'm still dripping wet. I just came right out of the milk bath. I got to get a towel. Paul, you got anything to say? You better believe it. I got something to say. As always, as per always. Just want to say hi, everybody. I haven't been here in a while either. And I did not even take a milk bath. I take regular baths. I don't do the milk bath thing. But anyhow, hope everyone's okay. I know, man, it's a shit show. We're day 4. We're in day 4 of this Trump. What should we call it? I know it's just a horror show. But here are day 4. Look, folks, we got a long way to go. We do. We got a long way to go. So let's not all burn out here on day 4. Let's stick together. Let's help each other get through this. Take it one day at a time. We can do this. Keep your hope. Keep your hopes alive. And one way you can do that, I find, is when I listen to Hal Sparks. If there's one person that can kind of, I don't know, give me hope, well, it's Trucker John and Hal Sparks, and we'll be going over there in about 3 minutes. So let's keep our hopes up. Keep our hopes up with Hal. I think Hal should adopt that little tagline and then attribute it to Paul the Purple Beard Guy. That would be me. High hopes with Hal. All right, so let's keep our hopes up. We got a long way to go. But before you know it, 2026 will be here. And we're going to all vote purple. I mean blue. Blue, damn it. I meant blue. We're all going to vote blue. And have a big blue wave. And everything will be fine. And then the world will be as one. And the one, or whatever. Well, Okay, I know. I'm not trying to sell you a bill of goods, but it'll be better than the way it is now if we can get back to Congress or something, right? So hang in there. Don't despair. We're only in day 4. We got each other's backs. We got to have each other's backs, okay? And so just want you to know I'm here for anyone who needs help or a hug or whatever, All right. Talk to you later. All right. So, hey, a nice little drop in from those dudes. Haven't seen those dudes in a while. So anyhow, yeah, you guys, there's Nick Rich. We're going to be jumping over to Hal pretty soon. If anyone wants to do a little watch going, or when Hal comes on, maybe Aaron can put the link in there. We can all just jump over there and do a little shout out type of a deal, like a Trucker John raid. This is a Trucker John raid. Or, we've come over from the Trucker... Make it as wordy as possible. We have come over from the Trucker John channel. Hal. Trucker John raid's fine. Trucker John convoy, I kind of like that one. Tom Bias, I wonder if Tough Cookie is sugar-free. Hell no. Tough Cookie's got all that sugar. Oh, yeah, he's sweet as could be. He's sweet as could be. Tom Bias, Paul the Purple Beard Guy. Yeah. See there's Paul. Yeah, he's in there. Mad Max, Trucker John Convoy Raid. There you go. That says it all perfectly. Trucker John Convoy Raid. Tom Bias, try the raid again. Seeing bang bang, he shot me down. My baby shot me down. Bang bang. Was that a Sonny and Cher song? Why am I doing this with my shoulders? Why do I do this? Next thing you know, it's gonna be white man overbite. Yeah. See, why do I do that? Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't the foggiest. I haven't the faintest. Let me just check real quick. Let's see. I'm going to see if I see Hal Sparks on the horizon here. So far, I do not. So far, I am not seeing any of that. So, Hal, he's always fashionably late. And as far as I know, he was scheduled to come on today. I know sometimes he's traveling, doing shows, and that interferes with his schedule. Bonnie says it was Cher. Just no Sonny, just Cher. Okay. Maybe because she shot him. Oh no, he shot her. I don't know. There was no shooting involved. I know it was song. It was a song. Invisible Riley says you're watching too many Trump dancing. Yeah, I know. Right? That's it. I'm oh my god, I'm turning into Trump. No, please, no. No. Especially with this. Even that is better than what Trump does, though. Dad bod dancing, yeah. Totally. Big dog, I'm foggy. Hal's not up yet. Yeah, but he should be coming on any minute now. Any minute now. I hope I got you guys warmed up. 105 watching, 145 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Thanks for those thumbs ups. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing. Thanks for that. We had a super chat a little while back that was from Tamara Price, a $5 super sticker. Thank you, Tamara. I do appreciate you for that. And we had all the thumbs ups and you guys coming in here and chatting. You guys are an awesome group of folks. Andy USA is here. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us here as we wind down. As we hopefully everyone's warmed. All your tendons and your ligaments are all, we don't want nothing to snap. We don't want you to go over to Hal Sparks cold. You never want to go to Hal Sparks cold, believe me. You want to be warmed and loose when you go over to Hal. Okay, you want to be warm and loose and ready to go, man. Ready to roll with it, because you just never know what Hal's going to do. So you got to be quick on your feet like a cat. Yeah, with your cat-like reflexes, right? Otherwise, you might pull a hammy. I don't know. There's Aaron with the reminders, about the memberships, super chats, all that. There's Buy Me a Coffee. I want to thank all the folks that Buy Me a Coffee. I have members over there, and you guys are great supporters of the show that way too. I do appreciate you. Mad Mag, bang bang, she shot me down, bang bang, I'll hit the ground, bang bang, an awful sound, bang bang, my baby shot me down. Why are we talking about that song? It's a good song. I like that song. To tell the truth, it's a nice old 60s song from Cher. Apparently, no Sunny. Because, I don't know. But I don't know why we're reciting that so much. I don't know. I guess because we're talking about Trump's 45 or something on the gun. And he thought it was clever because that's when he was the 45th president. And he's like, I'm going to put my name on this 45 or whatever, his face or whatever he did. Mad Mac Breaker 19. There's Rubber Duck. You got a copy on the pig pen, laughing out loud. That song was so cool back in the day. Breaker 19. Breaker 19. What's 10? What's 10? What's 10, 20? 10, 10. What's 20? What's your 20? Hey, man, anybody got your ears on? Anybody got the ears on out there? Did anybody hear me on this here radio? Come on back now. Come on back. Anybody out there? I don't know. Brisbane, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Got a long way to go. The Soulcraft, agents raided New Jersey business today and detained citizens. The mass deportations begin. Mad Max says Glock missed the mark. The gun is actually a 9mm. Oh, not a 45. It just said 45. Oh, okay. Yeah. You should have been using, it should have been a 45. Golf Marine, so cheesy. Hey, Golf Marine, I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming on in. Thanks for stopping by. Look at that, 155 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the thumbs ups. Aaron says no Hal yet. Thanks for that update. Thanks for updating. Floyd Price says I'm up for the banging part, but not the shooting part. Right. One of those is good, and one of them is not so good. Marsha says thank you, friends. Just took some strong meds. Yeah, Marsha, you feel better. You get better soon, I hope. Hope that'll help you with the migraines. Chris Doug, never been fired and only dropped once. Mad Max says, how's live? Okay, Big Dog, time to go share my brain farts with sparklers. And there's the link. Aaron's put the link in there. So when you go in there, and I don't know the best strategy. Is it to wait till how it actually comes on? Or right from the get-go? If you say, if you do the old John Fowler, not John. Who's John Fowler? The old Trucker John convoy raid in the chat. That would be great. If you guys could do that, that'd be great. Big Dog channel just went live. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I'm going to do the outro for you. I'll do my little outro thing. Thank you guys again so much. I will be back. I'll be back right here on this channel, this very channel, Saturday, 11 a.m., where we do the opposite. Instead of a pre-show, we do an after show of House Sparks. House Sparks after show, Saturday around 11 a.m. or whenever Hal ends. All right, so I'll see you guys on Saturday, right after House Sparks, right here on the Trucker John channel. Thanks for being here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh, but before we go, I always like the, word of wisdom. Some words of wisdom from Trucker John. You guys might want to write this down. You might want to get a pen and paper, write this down. Words of wisdom. As you go through life, just remember that we all...
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. But don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes, might talk about Baghdad. I doubt we'll talk about door chimes, but if we did, I'd be only too glad. So I style of Easter, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I tried to kid. At least when I was out there driving, I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kid. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win, right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, this time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Trucker John, on the road he rides, live streaming all through the nights. From politics to pop culture he speaks. No topic is off limits, nothing is weak. From Vegas to the highways, he'll never tire, shouting about food, talking about desire. a microphone in his hand. He's ready to ignite. Freedom is his fuel, passion in his soul. Gotta express himself, gotta take control. Moving through the country, keeping it real, no filter, no holding back, nothing to conceal. Rolling down the highway in my rusty old rig. I'm a retired trucker, but my spirit's still big. Living in Vegas, where the lights never sleep. Broadcasting my thoughts for the world to keep. From politics to pop culture,